Worry doesn't empty today of its troubles. It empties tomorrow of its strengths. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, I mean, let's flip over there. I think I had seen some of the green starting. Could be a good sign. I mean, you know, yesterday everybody was getting a little worried. They were hoping the prices were going to be bumping up. Hey, maybe these people just had to catch a plane and get back home before they could buy more cryptocurrency and start getting this price up there. All right, so we got Bitcoin price coming in back at 8,300. That's great, right? We're not going back down. I think Tone Vase was on there yesterday calling for 7,500. I was like, no, I got bills this month, right? So we're back up there, 8,300. Hopefully this movement will continue going upwards. We got Ethereum back on the other side of $700. Boom, nice plus there. Coming in at $713. That's a 4.8% gain, on the verge of being a little bit more than standard day trading. I mean, we're looking at green across the board, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will get going. Hopefully we'll get some bullish movement. Hopefully our portfolios will be growing. Get rid of some of that FUD that everybody was talking about. Let me see. We got Ripple, 68 cents. It's only a 2.4% gain. Maybe something to be jumping in on. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in $1,198, so about to break into the $1,200 mark. That's another 2.4% gain, so not too much at the moment, but it's getting there, right? We got EOS coming in at $13.25, so they're back over the $13 mark. That's a 6.1% gain. I mean, it seems like they don't really make small movements, do they? All right, so we got Litecoin holding on to $137. That's a 3.5% gain, getting going there. Cardano coming in at 24.6 cents, so about to be a quarter. That's a 3.2% gain. Let's get down here to Steam, see what we're looking at. All right, Steam. Hey, on the other side of $3. Nice. We had seen a little bit of a green on there yesterday. Nice to see it continuing. $3.11. That's a 4.3% gain. I mean, you know, I like to see that $4, but hey, not really taking a dip there is kind of nice. Seems like we've been finding good support around the $3 level or a little below it. So that's not bad at all, right? Let's see what we got going on with the Steam back dollar. They're up 1.6%, coming in $2.28. Crappy price, right? Okay, so what do we got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee? Well, it's Saturday, as always. We're going to be doing our Q&A sessions. So go ahead, start asking some questions in the chat. I'm going to talk about here for a moment. There's a 20-second delay. You guys got to come over. You got to check out Bitcoin and Coffee too. I've been uploading it to DTube. I know you guys have probably been over on Steam, seeing my account. I've been still being, reported by the abuse bot or whatever who's been downvoting my posts. I stopped upvoting my own post, like I think it's 8 days ago or so. So I definitely need you guys to come over and upvote that to get me off that bot. I don't know how much longer he's going to be continuing downvoting my posts. Sucks. I hope I don't have to go do something like down power completely and switch accounts and tell you guys that stuff. Don't really want to lose my 5,160 followers on there. I'm really proud of it. I mean, it's bigger than my YouTube and my Minds and my Lit and everything else like that. It's kind of what I use when I go to brag to my family a little bit, give my Bitcoin and Coffee some, hey, I'm doing something when you got to promote yourself to your family, right? We got anything going on in the chat, Samantha? Is anybody hanging out, or am I just online by myself today?
We have Lou, and he is saying, Eugene, what's good, my man?
Hey, Lou, thanks for coming out, hanging out this morning. As always, trying to get these live chats going on Saturday with you guys. Just hanging out in my house, easy morning, so I figured why not start trying to do a live chat. I know that people respond to it a little more. Maybe it'll make someone else feel a little more comfortable about using my free help desk service, because that's kind of one of those things. Who wants to shoot emails, kind of asking questions that you feel silly about and definitely not wanting to get ripped off if you don't really know the guy on the other end? So I definitely want to get out here and show you guys that I'm just, your normal Joe Schmo. I got a wife, I got a kid, I got a little jet ski I'm always working on. I love to raise birds. I live out in the middle of nowhere in North Florida. Love my coffee,
Lou said he was finally able to catch you. He didn't have a question, but keep uplifting people's spirits in time of FUD and during those bear markets.
Oh, always, always. I mean, that's one of the worst things out here is, that you get into the market and you don't really understand it at first. You're like, what is this, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency thing? And I mean, I hear a lot of people when they come to me and they talk about it, they think that it's more like a situation of gambling, or they think that it's a situation of buying like physical coins. And I mean, I guess it's because I've been here so long and I'm like, so deep into the space that I'm trying to justify in my mind if things like Hydra Hash and, Tangle actually work, or if it's something I should invest my money in. These people are back here trying to figure out what Bitcoin is and whether or not, and to me, that's like rock solid, So it's a lot of misconception of not understanding what Bitcoin and real cryptocurrency is and how it's just pretty much taking this paper money that the government's printing up and handing out to everybody and manipulating it to like keep you living paycheck to paycheck, so you can't go out there and really think about how they're manipulating you. It's like it's coins that are everywhere, that are trackable, that are real, that you're not just making up for no reason, that you're not printing out of nowhere. And someone can't come in and shut down your bank account and tell you that you got to pay this person or pay that person. Because I've had that. I've had money in my bank account, and then they say, oh, well, you signed up with this gym and they got this maintenance fee. I'm like, I stopped going to the gym 3 months ago, and they're still taking out a $65 maintenance fee for a contract I thought I had canceled.
We have someone in the chat asking, would you agree XRP is a useless token?
I mean, the problem with all of that is that, I mean, I'm not down with Ripple or XRP or any of that. I mean, it's not what I really envision for the future, but I mean, the banks aren't going to give up. So that's why it's lately the sentiment I've noticed is that it's a lot more of, hodl your Bitcoin and maybe manipulate Ripple or XRP to go ahead and make you more a cryptocurrency. But on the flip side of that coin, the whole fact of participating in it helps them along. So, it's a catch-22 of which one you're into and what you want to do. Personally, I stay away from Ripple because I don't necessarily want to have anything to do with helping the banks better in any way. I hate banks. They've never done a damn thing for me besides hold me down and keep me back.
Isn't it also like Ripple and XRP are not exactly like the same?
Ripple's the company and XRP is the token that they use. I mean, it's complicated, and they make it complicated on purpose.
Of course they do.
So we've got anything in the chat? Not really at the moment. All right, you guys. So let's get back to promoting Bitcoin and Coffee too. I haven't had anybody commenting down there on my Bitcoin and Coffee too. You got to come check it out. You got to let me know. I'm trying to share a little bit more of what my thoughts are and what I'm thinking could be happening in the market or what my worries or concerns are. So, if you guys aren't really necessarily liking it, let me know. I'll stop wasting my time on producing it. As always, you guys, I got links and tools all down below to help you guys out, figure out what's happening with these blocks and pools and, where you can get your hands on cryptocurrency. And I mean, when you're in the cryptocurrency market, you want to be able to buy it all the time. So, you get signed up with Coinbase, but there's other places. And then you start to learn about the secrecy and anonymity, and you kind of might want to get a hardware wallet and then maybe get a little Bitcoin put in it that's not necessarily on the books. And you got to start trying to figure out how to get that without buying it from Coinbase. I mean, there's help down there for that. You can sign up with some of these other exchanges, or you go to localbitcoins.com. Even though they're starting to know your customer laws, you can still kind of get hooked up. I've also seen people out there throwing ads up on Craigslist trying to sell to sell and or to buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. I thought that was a good way to go around the whole know your customer laws. As long as here in the United States, as long as you're keeping it under $7,000, you're fine. I mean, I personally would never go over $5,000 in an in-person transaction, but you're going to do what you're going to do. I mean, to me, a couple $100 is a lot of money. So, but I know there's some people out there that they operate in thousands and everything like that. And it's different for them. The problem is the tax man's always going to get his money. If that's your goal is to go out there and make a bunch of money and not have the tax man get involved, you kind of really have to get a Bitcoin education before you get into it. You can't say, oh, I've heard about cryptocurrency, I've heard about Bitcoin, I kind of don't really want to pay taxes, I kind of want to try to launder some of this money I made from my business or whatever, because I've seen people like that too. I had a boss, he he had a lot of cash on hand that he kept in a safe, and he couldn't go. He was going out and buying cars, and like, I mean, he was buying cars for $500 and selling them for like $4,000. And I mean, it was absolutely absurd how bad he was ripping these people off. Then he could only do so many, and he started getting in trouble because he was selling so many cars in a year with an open title without having a business license. So then he went to riding zero-turn lawnmowers because landscaping is a big deal here in Florida. So then he was out buying cheap $300-$400, pretty much broken zero-turn lawnmowers and trying to sell them for $2,500. But because there was no title attached to it, he was making good profit, and he had been doing this for a couple of years. He had me installing a security system and all this other stuff for him. And I mean, he had like, I mean, we're talking $500,000 in a safe in his house and cash that he had no way to do anything really with, because he had made it all through selling of cars and mowers and boats and stuff like that, and trying to keep the open title so it never came back to him in taxes. When he found out I was into cryptocurrency, he was like, all right, well, how do I launder some of this? I'm like, man, it's not that easy. You can't just go around doing that. I'm like, you have to preemptively planned into some of this stuff in the beginning. And the fact that, I mean, I kind of thought about being a little shady and then dipping into it and taking it. But then I was like, I'm not like that. I've never stolen. I don't usually go around lying. I don't want bad karma. So, I mean, you know, you think those thoughts at first sometimes, of course, you know, because I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And then I was like, no, I can't help you. I ended up having nothing to do with him, quitting the job for him because he didn't pay me for he wanted me to do some commercialing on social media for him. And I did that for a month, and then he didn't get any hits off of it or something. So he tried to blame it on me and didn't want to give me the couple $100 he owed me. So I told that guy to, you know, hit some bricks, but you got to be careful out there. I mean, there's shady people all over the place, people trying to take advantage of you. All you can do is, you know, do the best that you can. So like I'm telling you guys, just a normal guy out here loving cryptocurrency, trying to promote it, trying to help everyone else along. I mean, a lot of people are saying that people that are promoting cryptocurrency are only promoting cryptocurrency because they got into it, and then we just had that big, huge, giant run up, and a lot of people sold on the run up, so they made money, and they're trying to help get a bunch of other people in it so that we can see another run up. I mean, I don't think that we're going to be seeing a 20x run up this year. I mean, think about what it would be to double or triple. I mean, yeah, that sounds a little bit more realistic, but that's why a lot of people are starting to fall back to these other altcoins, because, I mean, the green-eyed monster of green is strong, right? And when you realize that Bitcoin is not going to shoot up 20x or 50x, that's the money people want. Because, I mean, who really has $100,000 to go invest into Bitcoin to watch it turn into 300,000, right? You really actually want to go out there and invest like $5,000 and have it turn into 5 million. And that's not happening with Bitcoin. Not today. That's going to take a long, long time for that to happen with Bitcoin. But at the same time, I mean, the green-eyed monster of green always leads everyone down the wrong road. They end up with next to nothing, you know. So that's why I shoot long term. That's why I'm hodling Bitcoin. And yeah, I mean, it's fun. The cryptocurrency space is amazing. You want to get out there and trade. You want to, you know, press all the buttons, set your stop losses, see the new coin, see who's pairing. You just take a small part. That's what I do. I mean, I have a hardware wallet. It's safe. Okay, it's safe. And I just have a small part. I keep that out. I kind of bounce it back and forth between the other hardware wallet I have and the exchange, you know, making a few trades here and there, trying to see if I can't make some money. But at the same time, I'm investing in things that I kind of believe in. I mean, I know if you've watched this show for a while, like, I've changed my opinions on some of these altcoins. I started off as a hardcore Bitcoin maximalist, and then, you know, I started liking the Steam. I really think the ideal of social mining and getting out there and content creators getting paid, big plus in my book. And then I started, you know, I was never great on the ideal of Ethereum because all those hacks and the problems with the smart contracts and everything. I'm like, how can anyone want to put all these billions of dollars in something that isn't necessarily working? Well, I mean, it goes to show me that this younger generation and what's happening with this financial market, and what, I mean, right now it seems like they just want to get out there and they're going to go, whether it's working or not, and they'll fix it along the way. And the plane ain't crashed yet for Ethereum, so I mean, I guess I might as well buy a ticket too, right? Is there anything going on in the chat?
No, we have couple more people watching, but
couple more people watching. Awesome. I'm glad that you guys are stopping by and checking it out. Please feel free to ask whatever in the chat. I'm just rambling, trying to help keep this video going so that, you know, maybe some inspiring questions can come up, or hey, if I help one person out there today not get ripped off, I will be doing a great job. I will feel glad about myself. I mean, not doing anything else anyways. It's a wonderful Saturday. For once, it's not raining. It's been raining for the last week here, so been stuck indoors. I mean, I got a good cup of coffee. Oh, I got to get out here and take care of all these birds, but I mean, I know I got cryptocurrency tucked away, and I know that I could lose my job today. My wife could lose her job today, and that I could probably sit around and sit on burn time for Bitcoin for like a year. So I never had that before. And that happened because I started investing in cryptocurrency instead of throwing money in the bank, where whenever I feel bad or bummed out, I'd kind of just want to go to the club, go to the bar, go to Disney World. I can tell you, I don't like to spend cryptocurrency. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm definitely not going to go out there and buy Bitcoin and hold on to it for a little bit for when I'm feeling blue to want to go out and have a couple drinks or take the family to Disney World. Yeah, I mean, you can ask them. I won't part with it for nothing. I'm pretty much just like they were saying the other day. I'm offended when I have to sell Bitcoin because I feel like I made a mistake to make myself get into the situation where I invested money into this, and now I have to sell it preemptively before I had decided I was going to. How's the chat going?
Lou asked, scams. You ever heard of proof of weak hands?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know what that is.
I mean, there's a lot of scams out there. I mean, pretty much anything where if you see a ticker, all right, boom, they're trying to force you into buying right now. You should never be forced into buying anything. If you're really into ICOs and all of that, I mean, they got to run for more than a week, right? I mean, if it runs only a week, then there's probably a reason that they're trying to force everyone, because they don't really want you investigating it. They don't want you to take the time of breaking it all the way down and figuring out who's there. A good ICO is going to run for weeks. A good project, you're going to be able to look at it, and I mean, you're going to see that there's some decentralization to it, because I mean, once you start seeing situations where one person holds a vast majority, I mean, why aren't they going to get rich later, right? I mean, that's kind of what a lot of these people in the space want to do, is get rich later. So if you hold a vast majority of a coin, you're going to find out some way to just manipulate it, make the market price go up, and then dump it. I mean, that's what a lot of these people do. I thought by now we'd be seeing much more of a situation of a group of people getting together and having a bunch of mining rigs, and I'd start at the bottom and start 51% attacking the cheapest coins and trying to get money that way and work my way up the list to get rid of all of these stupid coins. But I mean, half of them are staking now. So I mean, that staking instantly is a problem, because that means all the coins are created pretty much right now off the bat. And who are they divided up amongst? The development team? Early investors? Well, I mean, you're still talking under 100 people, under 200 people. Decentralization doesn't happen until you have 100,000 or more, right? And then across the entire world, not just, hey, we got California and Silicon Valley, and we got 100 people all invested in this company, and we got a few computers here and there, some servers rented out. Now we got our own coin.
Lou said supposedly it's another pyramid scheme, and he said a few of the guys that were promoting BitConnects are now supporting it. The proof of weak hands.
I'm surprised that BitConnects thing's got as big as it did, because I mean, since I've been here in the cryptocurrency space, these scams are coming along. Like they come along, they blow up for a little bit, and then they die out. But BitConnects I don't know how they kept it going so long, or why. It just happened to be proper timing with the massive amount of influx of new investors we had in cryptocurrency. But usually these things, they pop up, they last a month or two and die out.
I know, that was ridiculous, watching everybody do all the videos and all of the commercials and all of everything.
I mean, towards the end there, I think I physically became enraged every time I seen Craig Grant on TV. And it was just horrible. I mean, he'd just get on and start singing and seemed ridiculous. The man lives around the corner, or did live around the corner from my father when this all started. I personally knew him, and he was a douche back then. So it was like, and then to watch him have all these subscribers and to make all of this money, and to think, I just want to walk over to your face, pull out my cell phone, hit live, talk shit to your face, maybe punch them one for all of us. I mean, I contemplated it quite a few times.
No one needs to go to jail.
Nobody needs to go to jail. I'm not the assaulting kind, but you know, I tried to tell people. I mean, a lot of better people than me tried to get out there and tell people. And I mean, everyone was just making so much money. As always, the green-eyed monster Green got in there, and everybody, they couldn't help themselves. It seemed like, just like BitConnect tokens are still on the exchange. They're still trading.
What is that?
Who would buy that? I mean, that's
you're like in like
that's just
court,
like on
but
that's just like the other day on Binance when they were buying the stable coin for $1 at $1.35. You're buying at a loss. Like, why would you want a stable coin that's pegged to $1 over $1? It's like, it just goes to show you that there are things in this space that aren't right. It's that you kind of just have to have a little bit of faith in all of this and know that cryptocurrency is going to work, so that know that all of these bugs and problems and bots and the manipulation, it will fade out in time. It has gotten better since I've been here. I mean, nothing is great at the beginning. It takes energy, effort, cooperation. I mean, how is Bitcoin going to get anywhere when we spent 2 years fighting each other, right? And then I know a lot of people are new and they're not even here for that, or they don't understand what happened, but for 2 years, Bitcoin fought each other. So, I mean, we are just barely post this, and we are seeing such amazing technology like Lightning Network coming out that's going to completely revolutionize Bitcoin. We're looking at RSK making big steps. We're looking at Mimblewimble coming up. I mean, all of these altcoins that everybody loves so much, we're going to have it on Bitcoin. And when we have it on Bitcoin, it's going to be 100 times better because it's on a trusted network that's much more decentralized. And then, okay, the argument that it's a second tier solution and blah, blah, blah. And then let's even go as far as saying that because it's a second tier, it's an altcoin. The fact that the fundamental underlying layer is Bitcoin gives it so much more value than what? Ethereum, staked, some new design of sharding that we don't know if it's going to work and hasn't been completely developed. I want to see something that's working. I want to see something that's been working. That's why I have faith in it. I didn't hop in 10 Bitcoin 10 years ago, but I know when I got into it, what kept me going and kept me strong is it's here. It's working. It's never been hacked. And then the more time you spend in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, you start learning that like a month isn't a normal month. You go work a month at a normal job punching a time clock, they think nothing of. Spend a month here in cryptocurrency every single day, getting the news, watching the charts. You age. Those memes are not joking when they're showing that old man.
We have someone asking, do you upload to YouTube? And you do.
I do. Bitcoin and Coffee 2 is uploaded Monday through Friday to DTube. It's pretty much a little recap of the news that I do on the YouTube video, but I add a little bit more of my personal thoughts and opinions. I just started it not that long ago. I'm trying to make a big push here. I can see that there's a big movement of new people coming into cryptocurrency. You know, my main goal here is to help avoid the scams. So, I mean, I feel like maybe I was working very hard last year, you know, trying to make my money investing in cryptocurrency. So I wasn't able to go out there and give 100% into Bitcoin and coffee. You know, it was much more like I was giving like 75%, trying to give you the one video a day. Sometimes it was short. It took me a little while.
In the morning, and
took me a little while to get back to some emails. I'm full on board, you guys. I am rolling full steam with this. That's why we got 2 videos a day. The help desk is up. I've added a Twitter. I'm going on Minds. I'm going on Lit. I'm looking to add more to this. I mean, the help desk service has been picking up. I know you guys can't see my email account, but I mean, for a while, I'd get a couple emails a week. I receive a couple emails a day now. So it is feeling like more. You know, some of them are repeat, you know, people that I talk to, and I love it. It's great. It opens up a nice dialogue with me and some new people. And I don't have financial advice. So please, some people write and ask that. And it's like, if I knew what to invest in, I'd be super rich and I wouldn't waste I probably would waste my time.
Yes, you would.
This. But I mean, the background would probably look a lot better and I'd have a nicer camera than what we got now. And I don't know if we could ever do anything about the streaming unless we moved to like 50, 60 miles away from here, because that's about how far Gainesville is.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're 3 miles down a dirt road here, so I guess we're lucky we don't have a satellite dish uploading our internet.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so what do we got going on? Anything in the chat? Anybody hanging out?
We now have almost double the people. We have 12 people.
Woo!
And
I don't think I've ever done a live stream this long. I kind of don't always know what to say.
And then, no, we just have Lou saying that, you know, when you're in the crypto world, you won't learn until you get burned.
Yeah.
It is the digital Wild West. I mean,
sadly,
it is.
It is the digital Wild West. But the problem that I keep running into and thinking about is that, you know, it is the digital Wild West and you can get away with stuff. But the problem is that all of this is logged. And that at some point, I keep feeling that down the road in the future,
yeah, they might come.
Someone's going to come back and they're going to be looking at everything that happens now. And some people, I feel, are going to get caught up in the fact that they are doing shady stuff, you know, bad for society, bad for cryptocurrency, or not paying taxes, things like that. And it's going to come back and it's going to bite them, you know, right in the behind. So, you know, as you know, maybe it's just me as a personal person, but I, you know, stay on the up and up. There's no reason not to. You know, the truth hurts more than any lie. So why go around trying to do some shady stuff? If you do what you're supposed to do and you do it properly, I mean, you'll make even more money in cryptocurrency than if you were doing some hacker backhand stealing, malware, stealing private key stuff, right? If you put all that energy and effort into understanding the markets, proper trading, you know, getting investors behind whatever your project is, you'll do better. You know, the nice guy finished last isn't necessarily always true.
That's true. We have Nomadic Giant saying, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, buddy. I'm still working on that book. I'm getting through it. I am very slow at getting stuff done. I am sorry for that. But it's good. It's a page turner so far. It's nice. I guess I just don't necessarily find the time to read the non-crypto news. It seems like if I'm reading, it seems like it's crypto news. Other than that, I do have my own side business. I'm a mobile mechanic. I repair all kinds of stuff. I've also been an RV tech, and I can, you know, build almost anything and pour concrete. So I run ads. I take jobs on the side. So that's why I'm able to run in and out of the house around here and get stuff done. But between, you know, taking calls and trying to quote people prices, you know, I don't make any money on that, but it's a lot of running around. So that part sucks. So getting personal stuff done is hard. You know, I have a bird farm here. I like to run on the side as a hobby. That takes up a lot of my time, but I super enjoy it. So then it comes back down to crypto news. And then when I said I'm giving you guys 100%, I really am. Like, you know, I'm doing as much as I possibly can do without burning myself out. I love this. I love you guys. I love that this community is growing, you know, and then it's weird because I have some people tell me that I need to start charging for the help desk service. I'm never going to charge for my help desk service. I have people telling me that I need to start commercialing and promoting and trying to get, you know, 50,000 viewers. I don't want 50,000 viewers. I wouldn't know what to do with 50,000 viewers. I would probably be so nervous out here. I know that you guys are just, I mean, at most I get 100, 200 views. I know you guys are probably, you know, just like me, hanging out, working in the cryptocurrency, families at home, trying to figure out how to pay the bills and have a good time at the same time, you know, so I don't feel so embarrassed or shy or, you know, anything like that. We got anything going on in the chat?
We have Scott Gable.
Hey, Scott, how are you doing this morning?
He's saying, with you, buddy, shady stuff doesn't really pay. Stay on the up and up, and that he loves your attitude. He's been around forever.
Yep.
Okay, Lou said, I definitely appreciate the news lately as well. A lot of people have been either going back to basics or talking about the last conference. If you have anything new and impactful, keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the news, it seems like whenever, all right, when you start reading news, yeah, Monday through Friday, it's kind of easy to come up with news as long as stories are coming out. I mean, I sign up to all kinds of emails and this and that, so it's pretty easy. Saturdays and Sundays are a little harder to come up with news because not so many articles are produced. But then when there is no news, you see everybody dropping back to, you know, how did you get into it? And you're seeing so much on Bitcoin mining. Nothing's changed in Bitcoin mining. It's kind of still the same as it been for like the last 2 years. So, and then mining isn't even as big as it was unless you're really actually talking about like Bitcoin or GPU mining. A lot of people are going with staking now. So, you know, they want to confuse you. It seems like they're just looking. A lot of people are out there. See, I'm not making any money off this. And I keep, you know, I've heard people say, you know, this, that, the other. I mean, I have Amazon affiliation codes. You guys buy me my shirts like this.
Yep.
I mean, that's literally all I've ever gotten off Amazon. I made some money off Genesis Mining in the beginning, but I don't have that code up anymore. All of that has gone into my savings. You know, I don't Steam. That's great. I mean, you guys have done some stuff, and I mean, I've kind of been helping my kid out with that money. He's just turned 16. He just got his permit. He's trying to get a car. He wants an El Camino. It's like, I don't even have an El Camino, bro. Come on. So, where was I with all this?
Dear Lord, that the news and how people just keep falling back.
Yeah, they're
like technical analysis, all of that.
Yeah, I mean, the clickbait to get you to come over so they can get the commercial money, the click on the affiliation code, the sell the hardware wallet, the come on over to Steam and upvote my post. Well, I mean, it seems like only whales have money over there lately, so it's kind of hard to get new subscribers that have any kind of actual Steam power where their upvote's going to be worth anything. I mean, I want people to like this. I want people not to get ripped off. If I was looking to make money, I'd be out here doing technical analysis and ICO reviews because they pay. I'd be out there trying to run those seminar classes, trying to say, oh, you know, $300 and I'll teach you how to get a Trezor and I'll set it up and I'll teach you how to sign up with Coinbase. I want you guys to just shoot me an email, ask me whatever your question is or whatever the scam is or whatever, and I will try to give you my personal opinion on, you know, if I think it's scammy or how you should go about maybe signing up with this person or sending your money here to keep it safer. Or, you know, like I get a lot of questions like, oh, I have a paper wallet and I no longer want to keep it in a paper wallet, or I have this or I have that. OmniCoin, it's a great app. It lets you upload just about any paper wallet as long as you got the keys to it and stuff like that. If you lost your ledger. I mean, these are the simple questions I get, but when you've been here for a little bit, you know, you've had that happen. You know, something's happened. You got a paper wallet, you broke your ledger, something.
Oh, crap.
And you know what to do, you know, or, you know, the next thing is I get people that they know the answer or they've heard the answer from other YouTubers, but they want to hear it multiple times from different people so that they don't feel like they're getting suckered in. Yeah, the second opinion situation. Because, you know, just because I seen some YouTuber on there who got 20,000 followers tell me, oh yeah, you separate your Bitcoin Cash by going to this site, does not mean that I want to go stick in my, you know, private keys in whatever website this means. I want to see like 15 other people tell me and use it. And then I actually want to wait a couple of weeks to make sure that they're not coming back making a second video talking about how they got ripped off. You know, so that's fine too. If you have an answer and you just want to ask me if I agree or disagree, or if I could think of a better or something, or have my own tidbit, awesome. You know what I mean? Simple emails is what I do. You email me, I hit, you know, the talk button because I talk text. It's so simple. Talk text you back. I hit send, and then I go about my business. That's why usually you get a response within a couple hours, unless I'm sleeping or in the middle of working a job. Nothing going on?
Nope.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for coming. I think I'm going to close this one out. We'll have another one next Saturday. We will be back Monday with 2 episodes. We'll have the live stream on YouTube in the morning. We'll have Bitcoin and Coffee too. It'll be about 3 hours after that. So it's usually around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be uploaded to DTube. You can find links down below to my Mines, my Steam, everything else like that. I got all kinds of stuff to help you with the blockchain, how to get you signed up, set up, free cryptocurrencies, best tool of all. I know you guys keep hearing me say it. Free email address, eugeneforest20@gmail.com. But as always, you guys, remember to keep your Bitcoin safe. Oh, you be quiet, Kalidas.
Thanks, Scott. Have a great day.